Hi guys, Pokepill here, and welcome back to Poketech. Today we are looking at the Random Things mod. This adds a lot of random things into it, a lot of cool stuff that I actually find pretty handy, and I don't know why I haven't got into this mod quicker. But yeah, what this mod adds, as I say, is a lot of random things, and some of them are cool, some of them are like aesthetic purposes, and others are actually just like total crap that you probably don't ever need. But yeah, we're going to jump into this anyway. So the first thing that you are going to see here is the online detector. Now, this is usually, there is a few things that I've added for servers, and this is one of them. So if we right click on this, you can see online detector, detecting nobody. You actually have to put a name in here, so let me put Pokepill, and then save, and it will say detecting Pokepill. If I wasn't online, then it probably wouldn't. So yeah, so let's see, can I put in, let's just put the generic name in of Notch. Detecting Notch, no you're not. And it's gone black. It's gone red. So that's the online detector. So if anyone comes online that you are friends with and stuff, it will light up, and you will see who's online. So if you have it set up for like admin names and stuff, then you can see if they're online. So that's cool. Next thing I'm going to move on to is going to be this thing, which is the dyeing machine. So if we wrong chest. If we jump in here, you can see I've got a ton of armor and some other random shit. And I got a load of dyes, so if we grab these dyes out of here, and we go into this machine, you can basically dye anything. So if I put in a black ink sac, if I put in an ingot, there you go, we can get an iron ingot black. Or we could put in a sword, and we could get an iron sword black. Or I could even put in a redstone and get redstone black. Or let's say we don't want black, let's say we want something pink. So I can now get a pink sword. Or so a pink axe. Or even a pink nether star. So you can see how this works. But yeah, you can basically dye a lot of things, and it's pretty cool. I don't know if you can do eggs. No, you can't. So it won't let you put it in this slot if you can't dye it. So diamond sword, cyan. There you go. Or we could have a diamond sword with lime. There we go, we now got an emerald sword. So I think that's pretty cool. It adds a few different things, and I mean, it could come in pretty handy. But yeah, so you can even dye ingots, which just seems strange, but there you go. So that's the dyeing thing. All you need is some dye in here and a item in the left slot, and it will turn it into it in the right slot. So it's a lot like a anvil, I suppose, in that aspect. But the next thing we're going to move on to, so we're going to go outside, and I'm going to show you this. This is Fertilized Dirt. Well, pretty much. This is made... Actually, I didn't show you how these were made. Oh, no. So the online detector is 1 lapis, 2 redstone above the above and below the lapis, stone in the corners, and redstone either side of the lapis. So that's pretty easy to make. And then the dyeing machine, how could I even forget the recipes for this, is just wood around a transformation core, and the transformation core is made with 9 different types of dye, so you can see why this is a dyeing machine. I'm dying here! And then, yeah, so the fertilized dirt is 4 rotten flesh and some bone meal around a piece of dirt. So that's pretty easy. And all you do is you just place it on the ground like so. Now you can't place anything on here at the moment, so you actually have to till it, and it will do exactly the same as if you had watered dirt around the area, or watered farmland. So it will grow the stuff a lot quicker, and you don't need water near it. So I think it's 3 times the speed of what it would normally be if it didn't have water. So it's something like that anyway. But yeah, so it's pretty quick, it's cool, and it's good. I mean, it can come in handy, and it's got bone meal in the recipe, so you know it's got to be good. Right, so the next thing that I really like here, so we're going to grab some of these. And I love these. I used these in my server once, and these are cool. But these ones weren't here, so these are the display, the fluid displays. Nearly forgot the name there. And what these do is, if you place lava on them, then it will act like it's got lava on it, but you can walk over it without dying. So if I put water down there, you can see it just displays the liquid that you have, and I believe it works with most liquids. I haven't actually got that many mods in here, so I can't actually check it, but I believe that it works with a lot of mod liquids as well. So now we move on to, actually, recipe for this is stained glass around a water bottle, or glass panel around a water bottle anyway. And you will get, 8 of those. So you get quite a few, so that's pretty handy. Now, with the advanced one, so if we get that, you can place it on one side. So you could have water, lava, lava, water. So you could have it so it's lava one side and water the other, so that's pretty cool. Or you could have it however patterned you wanted it, so just set it up how you want it. So it looks pretty cool, and it's not too pricey either, which I like. And yeah, so it's more for aesthetic purposes, but it's cool. I like it, and it could scare people off if they think they're going to jump in lava, and actually it's only one of those. So yeah, that's the advanced one, and the recipe for that is simply a fluid display with lapis next to it. So that's not pricey at all. Right, so the next thing that we're going to move on to is the Lapis Lamp. And this is 4 iron, 1 lapis, and 4 glass. Any type of glass, I believe. It might just be stained glass. I haven't seen any... no, normal glass. Okay, and you get 4 of those, so not too pricey. And if I turn it to nighttime, if we even enable it, and we put one of these down, you can see it emits light around the area. I mean, I don't think it's enough for zombies and stuff not to spawn, but it emits a light, and it looks pretty nice, actually. It's a lot like a glowstone lamp, a luminous lamp from Thermal Expansion, so looks pretty cool. I like it. And yeah, so that's the Lapis Lamp. So let's get rid of that and turn it back to midday. So the next thing is the Ender Letter. Now for this you're going to need some Ender Fragments, paper, and leather. Ender Fragments I made with 1 flint and a Ender Pearl, and you'll get 4 of those, so not too hard. But what the Ender Letter does is, if we right click on it, you can send a letter. So let's call this puck peel, and then we can put in a water bucket and a lava bucket, and then shift click it, and there you go, I got a mail. Oh, who's this from? And it's from me, and yeah, so you can see that I got these out, and I can't put them back in because the letter's been used. Oh god, the letter chucked it out, and then the letter is actually used, so that's how that works. So pretty cool. It's more for servers and stuff, so you can just send items directly to a person that lives nowhere near you and stuff, so I think that could come in handy pretty well. Now, I'm not going to move to this one yet. We're actually going to move over here to this one, which I've already shown you the Ender Fragment. This is the... hold on. This is the item collector. Now, the item collector is 1 obsidian stick, a ender pearl, 2 redstone, and a hopper. Obsidian sticks made with 2 obsidian, and you'll get 3 of those. Now, you put this on top of a chest, or on the side of a chest, like so. And then anything that's dropped within a 2 block radius, so there you go, will immediately get transferred to the chest. So, but this one's only a 2 block radius, it doesn't go any further than that, so grab this, we go free. So it's 2 blocks away from the chest, so literally a 5 by 5 area. And that's what that does, so it just transfers it into the chest if it's within that area, so not too shabby. Now, did I show you... yeah, I showed you the recipe for that, okay. And yeah, so that's what this one is. So if I dropped it here, it could go... yeah, it should go in there. Now we got the advanced one, which is little bit more pricey. You need a diamond and 2 glowstone around the original item collector. But you place this on top of a chest exactly the same, and it has exactly the same radius, unless you specify it not to. So it actually looks like a joystick. And yeah, so if you right click on this, you can set the radius. So if we wanted a 10 by 10 by 10, so you can set all those radiuses to 10, drop that there, it'll pick it up and place it in the chest. So that's pretty cool. Right, now we've got the filters, and as you will probably have seen in here, what the filters do is, if we grab these out of here, I'm going to show you the normal ones. You got the entity filter, so it will only filter in specific things. I'm not entirely sure what the entity filter does. I think it's like entity drops that are done, I'm not sure. But paper and lapis around there. And then you got item, so you can specify which stuff you got, but that's dandelion dye around paper. So not too expensive. So if we grab these out again. So, and this one is simply rose red around paper, and you will get a block filter. So, the dandelion one, which is the item filter, if we right click it, we can specify if it ignores the OR dictionary, or if it has whitelist or blacklist, and it uses metadata. So, let's say we had a bucket of lava. So, it doesn't use up the bucket of lava, so that's cool. And we wanted an ender fragment, but we didn't want anything else going into that chest. Then we just put that in the filter, put the filter in the advanced item collector thing, drop that on the ground, and where the hell did it... Oh, it goes into this one. Let's destroy you, because you just messed up my plan. So you can see there, it's not picking up, but if we dropped lava, it'll pick it up. And if we dropped an ender fragment, it'll also pick that up. So you can specify what it has and what it doesn't. Now the next thing is the drop filter and the void filter. Now the drop filter is like this. So 4 leather, 4 string and a flint. And the voiding drop filter is a drop filter with a void stone. Now we're going to get to the void stone in a moment, and then I will specify what this does. Right, so what the drop filter does, if I put this in, so if it's got lava and ender fragment, then I'm going to drop these on the ground. Well, simply, all you have to do is go into here, check that the ender fragment and the lava bucket is in the item filter, and then all you have to do is place the item filter into the drop filter. And then if it's specified inside the item filter, then it won't pick these up. So you can see here we're walking over them and it doesn't do anything. Whereas if we drop this, we can immediately pick them up because it's not there. So if you're mining for hours and you have cobblestone specified in here, you won't pick up any cobblestone, and all you'll get is the ores and stuff. So that comes in pretty handy. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're going to stick these in here, and the voiding filter I still need to show you guys. But we're going to go over here, and this is the void stone. So what the void stone is simply 4 obsidian... what? No, 4 stone. Jesus, where did I get obsidian from? 4 stone around a ender pearl, and you'll get a voiding stone, or void stone. And it's got a cool animation, looks a lot like the nether portal. But if you right click this, it's like a portable trash can. So let's say I didn't want this water bucket anymore, I just get rid of it by sticking it in there. So it's a lot like a trash can from Extra Utilities, apart from it's a portable one that you can take anywhere. So I think that's pretty cool. Now this was needed for the voiding drop filter, so simply you just put the drop filter with the void stone and you'll get the voiding drop filter. Now what this does is a lot like the other one. If I can get it out of here, I actually forgot to take the filter out. So now that we're here, we don't want any more of these spider's eggs. So if there's no ender spider's eggs dropped on the ground, I don't want spider's eggs. So instead of simply just having them dropped on the ground, if we put this on here, So the last one, it wouldn't allow you to pick up anything. This one will, but it will immediately void it. So it just got voided, and we don't have it in our inventory. So that's what that does. It basically, if you have cobblestone on the ground and you don't want dirt or cobble, specify it in the item filter, put the item filter into the voiding drop filter, we'll run around and you'll pick it all up and it will just void it all, so you won't have to play with that anymore. So that is the void stone and the voiding drop filter. Now the next thing that we're going to move on to is a very cool item, which is the biome painter. So have you ever lived in a jungle and you just didn't want it to be a jungle? You've been living there for a long time and you just got sick of it. Let's say you wanted a swamp. Well, with this, you can simply do exactly that. So I've got a few little capsules here, and I've captured some stuff already. So here we have the biome capsule and the biome painter. Now what the biome capsule is a transformation core, an emerald, a piece of glass, 3 obsidian at the bottom, 2 nether quartz either side of the glass, and a diamond block. Now you remember how to make the transformation core, it's just 9 different dyes. And what this does, if you got it, is pretty pricey, so I don't expect many people to be making these, but what it does is if you drop it on the ground like so, after a few seconds it will start to glow and, well, grab the biome around it. So if we wait for this just quick, there you go, it's turned green and it's collecting things. Now this has, I believe, 256 charges, and in some of these we have more than others, so the longer you leave it, the more captures it will have in it. So we're in a forest biome at the moment, but let's say that we didn't want to live in a forest biome anymore. If we wanted to live in a swampland biome, well, we can make the biome painter, which is a transformation core again, an obsidian stick, and a piece of wool. And as long as we got one of these in a hotbar, so I got swamplands, the capsule, and at the moment in creative, these charges shouldn't go down, but if we're in normal survival, they would. So if we just right click with this, you can see it's changing the color of the biome, and oh, I'm lagging a bit. And it's getting darker. That's because we're using the swampland. So if we go across here, oh, there we go. Now if we press F3, you can see we're now in a swampland, whereas before it was a forest. So let's say we didn't want swampland anymore. We wanted a river, which, yes, seems a bit strange, but there you go. So if we just hold this, it will change the color of the grass and everything, and we are no longer in a swampland. We are in a river, as you can see there. So the grass changes color with it, and you can get some cool stuff. So let's just grab our, where's our forest one? There's our forest. We got our forest, we just right click, and it will slowly change it back to the forest biome. So that's cool if you just want to change what biome you're living in. So let's say you was in a desert and you wanted to change it to an ocean, whatever. You could do that, so it's pretty cool, and it can change the color of the leaves as well as the grass, so I think that's cool. It adds some weird stuff, but it's still pretty cool. So that's the biome painter and the biome capsules. Now the next thing that we're going to move on to is the player interface and the wireless lever. So the player interface I've got hooked up over here. Now there is actually 3 different sides to this, although it's probably got more, but yeah. But the 3 sides that actually work. So there is the corners, which specify inventory. You got the top, which specifies armor slots, and you got the bottom, which specifies hotbar. So this thing, or the toolbar, or whatever. So to make this, you need, it is a bit expensive. You need a nether star, a ender chest, 6 obsidian, and a player core. The player core is made with a emerald with lapis around it. So this mod uses a lot of lapis. So keep that in mind when you're making stuff. And yes, so it says connected to Pugpil because I was the one who placed it. And if we have a hopper hooked up to the side, so I can see how you can automate these. So if we have a hopper up to the side and we place in the lever, See, the lever is gone, and it is now in our inventory. So let's get rid of the player interface. Gone, and it's in our inventory. So basically, the inventory slots specify the inventory, and the hotbar ones, if we go, I don't know how I could automate this one actually. Yeah, so I'm not sure how you would do the bottom one unless you had like piping and stuff, which currently we don't have. So yeah. But so that's the player interface. The top one I forgot to show you. So let's get some armor, and I forgot where to find it. So chainmail leggings. If we just stuck these in here. Oh, did I put them in? There you go. They're gone, and we are now wearing them. So you can automate this from a house. You can just ask someone, well, can you put this in if it's in multiplayer, or you can probably automate it with applied energistics or something. So I think that's pretty cool. That's the player interface. Now for the wireless lever. With the wireless lever, you can see it's over here, and there's nothing connected, and the light is on. So if we turn this off, it's off, on, off. So how to make this? You need one lever and one redstone block, and you simply, with this, you have it, and you can see that's specified to that at the moment. But let's say we wanted to turn these on wirelessly. So let's say I was over that direction and I wanted to turn this on. Simply, you just shift right click on it, and you can see there we got a little line. So if we shift it, when we move, you can see the line going across. And if we go over here, so can we? Let's say I wanted it here, and we just place it on the ground. You can see a little line over there, but it won't activate because it's beyond 15 steps. So if you stuck it here, so basically anywhere you shift is where the designated area will be. So we got it there, and we place it over here. You can see a white line, which means it can be activated. And we right click, you can turn the light on. So that's what that does. It's basically wireless redstone at its core. So you can see it's on now. Turn that off, it will go white. So I think that's pretty cool. It could come in handy for some stuff. And yeah, so it only goes to, I think, a 15 block radius like normal redstone. But yeah, so that's the wireless lever. Now we're going to move on to this, which is the Imbuing Station. Now for the Imbuing Station, you got a recipe thing here, so that's what we're going to use. So you can put in some spider's eye, an allium mushroom, and you will get a flask of poison. Put in a diamond, a emerald, and some gold, and you will get a. You also need a water bottle. It's not normal bottles, so you do need water. I just put normal bottles in. A flask of experience will work with any entity as soon as. Yeah, so I'll show you these in a minute anyway. You need, for the flask of fire, you would need flint, blaze rod, and a nether brick. For the flask of withering, you need a wither skelly skull, a bone, and coal. For the flask of weakness, you need a rotten flesh, block of quartz, and gas tier. And for the flask of specter, you will need a ectoplasm, a block of lapis lazuli, whatever, and an ox eye daisy. Now I will get to this one in a few moments, but yeah, so that's how you make those, and we got them all here. So see all of these, but we don't have the spectral one because I'm gonna surprise you guys with this one. So what the imbuing does, if you drink it, there we go, we drank it, and we got weakness imbuing for 5 minutes. So if we kill these, it will put weakness onto the cow, so they are easier to kill. Now if you drink the withering one, there we go, and we hit a cow, he will slowly start to wither away and die. And it's the same with fire. If you had the fire one, then you would be able to... I'm going to let you guys out. If you want to jump, then you can. With the fire, it's basically the same thing, apart from it will set them alight. So there you go. I'm going to spawn a couple more of you in. Let's read this one. Will work with any entity as soon as there is forge hooks for me. Oh, right, okay, so this one isn't currently implemented. Okie dokie. The flask of poison. Sorry, I hadn't read that before I started. So the flask of poison poisons the cow and it will slowly die. So it's a lot like the wither, only thing is, some reason he's not dying. Probably because he's on his last health. So wither actually works and kills them. But now we got cows on the loose, god damn it. So that's what the imbuing does. It basically gives you abilities for a few minutes, and each time you drink a new one, then the old one will go away. So that is what the imbuing does. Now we are going to move on to some more cool stuff. So we're going to move on to the moonlight sensor, the sound recorder, the magnetic force. Sorry. And yeah, so the magnetic force, this is more for multiplayer. You need an ender pearl, emerald. I was going to say emerald, and then I, for some reason, thought something else. And some paper, and you will get the magnetic force. Now, on a multiplayer server, if you right-click this, it will come up with a player list that's near you. You'll be able to click on their name, and you will teleport straight to them. But since we're not in multiplayer, this is pretty much useless. But yeah, so that's what the magnetic force does. Now the sound recorder, this is made with 4 wooden planks, 2 iron and redstone torch, and you'll get the sound recorder. Now if we look at the sound recorder, it's got nothing in it, but if we shift right click and we look at this, you can see that cow says bat idle. So we'll now have footsteps on grass, bat idle, cow say. Should have pickup noises, music, game creative, minecart, bass, what? So basically pick up things. Now I can't see how this would be handy to anyone, unless of course there's a person nearby them, and they want to find out where they are. I can see how it could be probably handy for that sort of thing, but for general, generic Minecraft uses, I can't really see why it'd be useful. Now we move on to the moonlight sensor, which is 2 lapis either side of nether quartz, and it's basically like a normal daylight sensor. So glass at the top and 3 wooden slabs at the bottom. Now, in the daytime, this won't light up. Or probably it will. The hell? Whatever, we're going to turn it to nighttime, so I don't know why it's done that. It's probably because I messed up the day-night cycles. And so we're going to get some redstone here, and when it senses the moonlight, it will become more powerful and emit a redstone signal, whereas if it was daytime, it shouldn't actually do that. But I think I've been messing around with Minecraft too much, and I probably messed it up a bit. So that shouldn't actually be working at the moment, but for some reason it is. So we're not going to worry about that. I was going to say moo then. Yeah. So next thing is the white stone. Now I've actually forgotten what this does, but I'm not sure how you charge this up. I can't work it out. But yeah. So I remember what it does now. But I presume you'd probably go and kill mobs and stuff, and probably get their spirits. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But the white stone can be found only in chests, so like dungeon chests and things. You can't find it normally, so, or you can't make it. So and then once this is charged, if you die, it will use up the stone and you won't actually die, so it will just put you back to health. So that's what the white stone does. So we're going to get rid of those. I'm OCD about this crap. Right. So, the next thing, what haven't I shown you? Well, we've gone through this, we've gone through that, and all those. So, we are going to move on to the spectral stuff now. So, for spectral stuff, you will need, so you can get the armor, you can get ectoplasm, and a specter sword. So, that's not all the stuff you can get, but I will get to that in a moment. So, ectoplasm. What you have to do with ectoplasm, which is why I have all these spider eggs, and you didn't move over, thank you, is if we have a normal sword, and we spawn a ton of spiders in, and we kill these guys, then eventually, I believe there's a 10% chance that it will send out a spectra, or whatever it's called, spirit. thing. So we're getting unlucky at the moment, but I think it's a 10% chance. I'm not entirely sure. So they won't be very common, and they are really annoying to get a hold of. So yeah, you can see we didn't get one out there. But if we have the Spectre Sword, which is actually 2 Spectre iron and a obsidian stick. Spectre iron is made by ectoplasm and an iron ingot. So you will have to do this quite a bit before you can actually get these, but if we spawn in some more spiders, with the Spectre Sword there's a 20% chance of a Spectre spawning. So let's hope this works. So this also gives the Spectre buff thing on here, so you got more of a chance, which is what that imbuing thing did. So there you go, you got a Spectre there. Now this thing you actually have to kill, and it should drop an ectoplasm. That one didn't. Why didn't it? God damn it. But yeah, if you kill those, then they should drop ectoplasm, but there we go, there's another one. Come on. Come on, where are you? Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. So these are really freaking annoying to catch. Come here, please. But yeah, you can see the Spectre's a really annoying little shit to get. But if you do catch it, he will drop some ectoplasm, and you will be able to pick that up. And the ectoplasm, as I said, can be made into the Spectre Iron, which then the Spectre Iron can be made into the armor, which you can wear, and you can actually see it is slightly invisible. So there you go, I can see through it. So that's actually really cool, I like that. And if we go into third person, you can see that I'm not actually all here. I'm slightly invisible. Ooh, spooky! So, yeah, that's what the Spectre armor does. So, that's what the imbuing thing does as well. It gives you the buff that the sword does, but you need ectoplasm to make it in the first place, so it's slightly annoying to have, but it lasts 5 minutes, and, yeah. So, the last little thing that we're going to move on to is the Spectre Key. Now, this mod adds another dimension into Minecraft as well. So, let's say you was being attacked by a mob or something, and you needed to get out of there quick to regain some health. You can make this with Spectre Iron and a stick, and if you just hold right click for a few seconds, particles, and you will be teleported to here. But where is here? We're not anywhere. Well, actually we are. At the moment I don't think we are. I think we're loading in. Hello? Hello? Okay, this probably isn't good. As I expected, we're still loading in. God damn it. Right, let's go back here and try it again. Actually, oh god, hello! So yeah, this is a good example. And you can see we didn't take any hearts of damage there from the Spectre Iron stuff. Come on, teleport me. There we go, we're here. Phew, that was lucky. So we were being attacked, and the Spectre Iron actually does a bloody good job. So damage done to enemies creates orbs that heal the player, and semi-transparent character model. So that's what the armor does. Right. Now the key teleports you to here, so you could actually probably, if we get some blocks, you could get some sandstone, and we just go bloop bloop bloop. So yeah, you could probably build here, build a nice house, and it could be like a pocket dimension. So if we... Oh, I'm not in creative, am I? There we go. So I could just build a little house here, and we could live here. But we're in the spectral dimension, and it's not a very big dimension. You can see the walls here, and here, and here. Now you can't actually harvest this stuff, which is annoying, and you got a roof and a floor. And yeah, so it's a bit annoying that you can't harvest this stuff, although in the actual menu, if we go in here, you can see there's all these different colors of it, but they don't have recipes and that. So if anyone knows how to make these and has found out, then just tell me in the comments and let the rest of us know. Now, in creative, you can break this, but if we go out here, we'll be immediately teleported back in where we came in, and we will get weak slowness for 5 seconds. as you will see. So that's basically it. That is it. If we hold the key again, we can get out of the dimension and go back home. And start probably being attacked by the spider again. Handy. But we're in creative, so it won't attack. So if we just turn these on, we got some light. There we go. You turned off. Why? So yeah, that's the random things mod. Now the last thing. Oh, a letter Spectre out there. Come here. Come. Nope, not gonna come. Okay. So the last little things that I did forget to speak about are the creative mode only items. So you've got the grower. So if we go over here, so the grower, if we get rid of that and we place some seed, it will instantly grow that. And I don't know why. What the fuck? So yeah, by rights, it's actually meant to grow things like this up straight away, but for some reason it's glitching out and not doing that, so a bit strange. And the next thing, you have the creative chest generator and mineshaft corridor. So basically it's what's generated in a mineshaft corridor, and you can see these change colors. You can't craft these because they're creative mode only, and they're good for like adventure map creation and stuff. So we can have a chest there, and then a chest there. Let's get rid of that one. And these will come with random stuff that's specified in the configs, I believe. And so that will generate chests. So I can see how this could be cool in an adventure map if you want to generate some random loot or something like that. So that's cool. I like it. And the last thing is the creative sword. So this will instantly kill any mob. So there you can go. You can see. Die. 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 So yeah, that is the Random Things mod. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I haven't really gone through this mod before, and I don't know why, because it is such a good mod. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like if you thought it was helpful, or if you enjoyed the episode, and remember to subscribe if you're new to my channel. I always like new subscribers, so welcome if you're new. And yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed. I have been Pokepeel. This has been the Random Things mod for Minecraft 1.710, and it's also Random Things 2.1, I believe I'm running. So, yeah. So, I've been Pokepeel, this has been Minecraft, and everything else, and I will see you guys next time.